Which of the following is the equation of the function below? Well, let's narrow it down first by the midline. The midline of an unshifted secant function would be the x-axis, but the midline of this graph appears to be 2. So for starters, let's eliminate any function that does not have a midline of 2. And this number on the end should be the midline because this represents the vertical shift. So since these do not have a midline of 2, we can eliminate these. So now we have it down to these two choices. Next, let's see if we can narrow it down based on amplitude. I see this one has an a value of an a value of 2. So the amplitude is 2. For this one, the a value is 1, and the amplitude is going to be 1. Well, I shouldn't say amplitude actually, because a secant function like this has no high and low. What I'm actually talking about is the cosine function that this is based on. Secant is the reciprocal of cosine, so that means that there is a cosine function that travels between these highs and lows. Okay, and the a value really tells you the amplitude of that cosine function. So here's the cosine function that's traveling in between. Okay, so what is the amplitude of the cosine function that I just drew? Because that should reflect the a value. Well, it appears these lines are counting by 2's. So in between 2 and 4, this is 1, and this in between 2 and 4, this is 3, and this is 1. Okay, so that means we're looking at up 1 and down 1. So the amplitude, okay, the distance from the midline to the top of the cosine, the amplitude is 1. So that lets us know that the second one is correct and not the first one. So we didn't have to worry about the period or the phase shift on this particular problem. So the answer should be the second one. Let's just verify. There you go.